Good afternoon, Space Cats. It is time for what could well be the final day of the HFC SEGAthon. I am Volk, as usual, joined this time by Space Channel 42's own Enton64. How are you doing, sir?
Don't you mean Space Channel 64? Get it right, retake the entire marathon.
God, all of it again? Oh, that means I gotta do Dynamite Heady again. Oh well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So anyway, we're gonna start off with a bit of Space Channel 5 Part 2. You guys unlock this with your donations. We are currently sitting pretty at $4,002.69 raised for Child's Play. Thank you all so much for your very, very generous and plentiful donations. There aren't any more games to unlock at this point, but we will still be accepting donations. And hey, if we, get a load of them, maybe you'll twist my arm a little bit and I'll allow one more unlock. But as it stands, this is the end of the line. We have Space Channel 5 Part 2 with Volk. We have Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure with Flaming Claw, and last but not least, we have Sonic World via Sonic Jam with Samurai Snake. So, what's going on with this game? I know it's rhythm action, but where does the Part 2 factor in?
It's pretty much just a continuation from the first game. The plot this time is that I think it's Jaguar got brainwashed into being the one of the titular bad guys in this particular game. And he's not the big cheese. He'll come later on. I won't reveal who it is just yet. But for now, he's sending all these robots that are up to no good to take down space channels everywhere in order to make sure that everybody succumbs to the power of dance. I believe that's the overall plot.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm being forced to get down against my own will.
No, this is cosplay is not consent for dance, guys. Come on.
I'm putting my hands in the air, and I care immensely.
Yep. It's not cool. It's not on.
Yeah, not only that, but they're also being encapsulated.
Oh, come on, the forced dancing wasn't enough? No, they must power, like, my machines, my spaceship empire, with their perpetual motion.
We must power the Groovatron with the power of dance.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've never played a Space Channel 5 game, either of them, I guess. Maybe there's more, I don't know, don't really care at this point, honestly, but I've always loved, like, the retro future aesthetic. Like, Ulala herself looks like she came right out of the 70s, but obviously it's juxtaposed with all this future stuff. It's great, it's really stylish.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's very clearly set in the future, but it has a recognizable past theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Space Cats. On today's edition of Ulala's Report Show, we bring you
Alright, it starts off fairly simple, but it gets pretty tricky towards the latter half of the game. It picks up pretty quick. But I'll do my best here. Rich people dancing silly. Well, we can't have that. And let me just reset my sitting stance for this. Limber up. Alright. Let's do this thing.
You're not actually dancing, Vol, but I'll forgive you a bit of frivolity and antics. It is the last day of the SEGAthon.
Thank you very much. So the game's fairly simple. You have to press up, down, left, right, or A and B in time to the beat. And it'll either up the tempo, give you more things to worry about. And that's basically the gist of the game.
Yeah, very simple, but obviously hard to master as things go on. We're not going to be looking at a friggin' Winx Club scenario here, where I beat the story in 20 minutes.
Those old ones are tricky.
No worries, no worries. I gotta say, I'm wondering if Bayonetta took a bit of style and influence from Space Channel 5, or if they took a bit of it for Bayonetta as a series.
It's a possibility.
A long one, but it's all I've got right now, Volk. I'm I'm trying not to distract him too much while dancing is ongoing. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them to me, the co-commentator, and I shall oblige as best as I can.
Indeed. I'll try and like add in some stuff like during the cutscenes and what have you, but apart from that, I'll probably be pretty quiet trying to focus just because, especially during Report 3, it gets a bit intense, so I want to make sure like I have absolute focus. I love how sassy the rich guy looks here.
He's like, ooh. How good is this guy's plan, really, if he can be thwarted, like, via one dance or so?
Well, he's much more persistent than that.
Okay.
Thankfully, you get quite a bit of leniency for these, usually. You don't have to be, like, pitch perfect or anything like that, but
Okay.
you can mess up a bit like that.
Kinda looks like she was doing death drops and whatnot for a minute, though.
And there we go. Part of the thing with this game as well is that you gotta rescue people as well. So you gotta rescue Bootleg Lucio and like the weird old grandma. There we go. More folks rescued.
Hell yes. I don't know them, but I'm happy all the same. No, I don't think that was Static Shock somehow, no. So what's the deal with the view rating? Is that just like how well you're doing?
Yeah, and that influences how much health you get towards the end. Sassy walk, I can't get enough of it.
Nice. Gotta say, like, apart from some obvious, like, Dreamcast holdovers in terms of graphics, it doesn't look too bad to this day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
White people dancing the game.
So you get these little singing bits in between there, you have to kind of time it as well.
No, I don't think the dab was invented at this point in time. You can try to point it out, but I don't think you'll find it. What's funny is, this isn't the only rhythm action game we're playing today. We didn't plan for it to happen like that, it was just how the schedule fell at the end.
True that, although it does kind of make sense in the way to have them both together.
Yeah, I guess so. And then end things with Sonic, because we're massive hack frauds and don't know how to do anything any other way.
Our dance troupe is becoming ever larger.
Oh yeah. I'm loving how synchronized everything is.
I know, right? Even the old grandma's got moves.
Well, partial moves, but we shall forgive them.
Stay tuned.
And there we go. We now have our brief interlude as we get into the second part. So this is kind of your checkpoint. So if you mess up, you can go back to this point during this level.
Okay. How many reports are there in the game, which I assume are missions?
6 in total.
Where have you been?
Cool. Very cool, in fact.
Kid Con Can. Alright, this is our first quote-unquote boss.
This thing looks like it should be trying to sell me some weird mobile phone app.
It really does. So yeah, the lead villain is Purge. But we don't know much of him right at this moment, apart from the fact that he's a silhouette and he wants people to dance.
I see. Yeah, you're always too cool to care. That's fine. That's why I keep bringing up the Bayonetta comparison.
You can see it's already getting more involved.
Well, I have the All Stars Racing Transformed OC on, and guess which game's soundtrack just popped up?
Would it be this one by any chance?
It would be Samba de Amigo, my friend.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Sega doesn't have just one of each genre, guys.
Alright. Time to dispose of the Lee Evans trio forever.
It'll come to me eventually, but right now, I'm lost. I don't think it really matters if you haven't played part 1, mostly because the villain here seems to be new.
Here we go. Yeah! Got him.
Nice.
The party's
Yeah, if you haven't seen it before, the Lee Evans trio is just hilarious to watch. It's sort of like that weird air drumming thing. Rowan Atkinson did something similar during one of his stand-up tours.
Ah, okay. What's the secrets unlocked thing about?
There are certain points in the game where if you press X while nothing's going on, you'll prompt an alien to pop up, and that's a secret. They're a little bit random. Like, sometimes there are specific ways that you might be able to tell, but apart from that, it's not explicitly told. Well, I go through with the intended costumes.
Okay.
But you can swap them around, and you can even unlock new characters as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, these little guys here, whilst I've only really played Part 2 extensively, I believe these aliens here used to be, like, one of the first villain-ish characters. Like, they were essentially the minions in the same way that the robots were.
Any comment, Mr. President?
Why, yes. Of course.
And of course, with this new threat, the President is going to break into song in order to soothe the masses. He's pretty much, he is to Robotnik like Gru is to Drew.
I understand completely.
And here we go. We finally get a somewhat decent look at Purge.
President, peace has been captured by us, the Rhythm Rogues.
Oh god. It's that fucking prick from Black and White.
He looks like somebody trying to cosplay like the Tentacle from Day of the Tentacle.
Hmm?
Alright, here we go. So, we're gonna have to rescue President Peace. With the power of up, down, and possibly chew. Maybe a hay.
Programming to bring you this very super special emergency report live from Spaceport, where President Peace was kidnapped. Huh? The Rhythm Rogues?
Yep, the Disney and Fox merger has been confirmed to be a thing.
Yep. Alright, go time.
Oh no, now they've acquired me!
Let's shoot!
Left. Two.
Left,
Right. Two.
right,
Up. Two.
Starts off very slow, this one.
Up. Two.
Gotta take it down a notch.
Left. Two. Up. Two. Up. Two.
Oh, now it's speeding up again.
There you go.
Alright,
this conveyor belt's
gotta concentrate a bit here.
Don't fall off, ooh-la-la. Left. Two. Right. Two. Up. Hey. Hey. Right. Two. Left. Two. Up. Two. Hey. Up. Two. Up. Two. Left. Two. Hey. Up. Two. Up. Two. Right. Hey. Two. You're really serving it up.
Yeah, they throw a few curveballs this time with the whole rescuing things, trying to sort of trick you into accidentally shooting a poor child.
Well, to be fair, if you've been on the air for as long as Simpsons has, you can just state anything and it has a 50% chance of coming true or not.
You've got it, baby.
I guess the dancing helps her get into like rhythm to shooting properly and whatnot. That's the best excuse I have.
Alright, there we go. We have avoided his shots, and now we get to kill a few more robots.
Gorman, but I know you meant to say X-Men there, but because you spelled it X-E-M-E-N, it looks like you're saying you want Zeman in the MCU. And that's distressing.
I love how the kids' instruments come into this. Oh god, they got the teachers as well. This will not stand.
Save them before they melt.
Let's dance!
Up, up. Choo, choo, choo.
Up, choo, choo, choo.
Down. Hey.
Down, hey.
Up, down. Choo.
Up, down, choo.
Up, down, choo. Hey.
Up, down, choo. Hey.
Oh, so sweet. Up. Choo, choo, hey.
Up, choo, choo, hey.
Right. Left. Choo, hey, choo.
Right, left, choo.
Oh, did that the wrong way round.
Up.
Up.
Good.
Man, I am chill as a motherfucker today. You wouldn't, like, think that it was the final day of this big charity marathon.
Choo.
Yeah, guys, this game is really weird. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, and people are telling me part 1 is weirder.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it is a bit.
Down, 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 down. Choo, 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 choo.
Down, 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 down. Choo, 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 choo.
Choo, 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 choo.
Choo, 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 choo.
Choo, choo, hey, hey.
Choo, choo, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, choo, hey.
Hey, hey, choo, hey.
Hey.
Mistimed it.
Oh, Miss Ooh La La. Thank you. Successful rescue.
But we got a successful rescue, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the teachers are saved, and the star pupil, one would assume.
Next is the rooftop greenhouse. Something suspicious is coming this way.
Ready to fire.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Stay tuned.
Alright, so I haven't actually gamed over in any of my practice runs, but I can guarantee that'll be the case here.
You came close there, mate. You came in as a show.
That's alright, as long as we rescue everyone, it's fine. Alrighty, concentration time for this part.
Okay. Serious time.
Oh yes, it's always serious time with this game.
Get your coverage from Channel 42. Good evening, everybody. It's me, Pudding. Not again. Come on.
Just press down on the directional pad. You've got a guitar too.
Roger. Dueling guitars. Let's jam.
Yeah, this character was in the previous game, obviously.
That's it. Stay in the zone.
Alright, so far so good.
Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo, choo. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo, choo. Hey, 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 hey. Hey.
Oh yeah, the guitar battle in Reboot between, what was it, Bob and Megabyte? That was rad.
Choo, hey.
Perfect again.
Whew. I usually miss that one. Alright, now for the difficult part.
Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo, choo. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Choo, choo, choo.
The synchronized swim is really necessary.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Nice!
Good
I don't
stuff,
usually
man.
get it that spot on. But there's more.
You know, the curse of live streaming can go both ways.
Choo, choo, choo. Hey. Choo, choo, choo. Hey. Choo, hey. Choo, hey. Hey. Choo, hey. Choo. Choo, 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 choo. Hey. Choo, 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 choo. Hey. I quit.
I quit! I've had enough of this! Fuck this and the house you're sitting in!
Hmm.
Sweeter than sweet nothings.
Pretty sure there was a secret there I could have got, but I missed the timing. But there is more people to rescue.
It never ends, Volk. Why were we brought in to do all this work? We're just meant to be reporting the news, not making it.
Commence rescue.
Let's shoot.
Well, at least we're getting paid, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Left, two, up, two, right, two.
Yeah, there's bad stupid and there's good stupid. This is just silly, but in like the most endearing way possible. Tom, what are your opinions on Warframe coming to the Switch? I'm a big Warframe fan. I'm wondering if the announcement of it coming to the Switch got your interest. Yes, actually. I keep seeing Pat from Two Best Friends Play talk about it all the time on Twitter, so it's definitely got my interest.
There's too many birds, Tom!
Wow. Suck it up.
Alright, last one.
Yeah, Warframe is free, but I'd probably do like a community night thing rather than like a quick club.
Hey, we got the opera singer. Okay, this next part's pretty funny.
Okay, I'm watching intently.
And now she joins in with the song. Actually, fun fact, if you don't rescue, like, the main person from that section, the birds actually start attacking you, and the dancers just then flailing their arms around.
Oh, lordy.
It's always really sweet when you get that all to come together like that. Like, just those little parting scenes in between, like, each section. Okay, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Fuck, why?
Alright, boss time, so let us be silly also.
Oh, it's the boss of the second dungeon in Wind Waker.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and remain as silent as possible for this, because some of the dialogue here is just, yeah.
Okay.
Change your ratings into stars.
Roger. We'll have them already here. I'll try and save them. Let's shoot. Up.
You got this, Vogue. I believe in you.
Watch it now.
What drugs were Sega on when they made this? Probably something caffeine related, you know, for the long work hours. Viagra? That don't make sense.
Alright, just listen up here.
Can you handle it, Ulala?
Oh. Not there. Things are getting quite tingly in here.
I'm part of this, but I want you to know I have no idea about it.
And that takes care of the plant monster. And yep, the chat is reacting exactly the way I thought they would. Alright, now we get a bit of waltzing in here.
Nice.
Have your great president. Don't you dare try to stop us.
Waltz battle.
Dance.
Up, up, up. Down, down, down. Choo, choo, choo. Choo, choo, choo. Hey, hey.
Time for a
It is really cute, actually.
very nice.
Right, right, choo. Left, left, choo.
I just think it's really impressive how they had like time in between being rescued and the boss fight to choreograph this dance scene.
Up, 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 right, left.
You're not wrong.
Waltz time.
I'm not, which is a rarity for me.
Choo, choo, hey, choo, choo. Hey. Hey. Choo, 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 choo.
Alright, while Volk finishes off this boss, I will refill my drink.
Hey, choo, choo, hey, choo, choo.
Ready for a waltz? What fine dancing.
Down, down, choo, choo. Left, right, choo, choo. Down, up, down, choo, choo.
Now take this.
Now take this. Choo,
Now take that.
choo.
How about this?
Choo.
Now take this. Take that. And finally take this.
Choo.
And that's all she wrote. And that finishes up stage 2. Or rather, report 2.
Thank you, ooh la la.
My sweet home, it is the place of love. I hold you close, that's where I belong.
Guy's got some tubes, I have to say.
That wraps up my report. This has been Ooh La La reporting from Space.
That boy Tom Jones.
Channel 5.
But, the fucking Ninjadar president. This will not stand.
Good job. Well
Come on, we went through the trouble of rescuing his ass, and they just go and take him. It's so unfair! Alright then. Now we got our, space duds. First, the report with strange blob monster. Are you a bad enough girl to rescue the president? Only if I get a burger afterwards.
Sadly, no, I'm sorry.
Ah, alright. That says it. Retrophon, I'm bringing in bad dudes. I'm only kidding. Nobody in their right mind would do that.
I'll exchange the president and the hostages for 6.6
Well, since Volk needs his concentration, Pokemon Quest Go!
double X.
Why does it sound like a Gudra? I don't know. Maybe they're related.
Things can be coincidence.
Yes, that is also allowed. Alright, so now Ulala goes to the skies to avoid
Why
the
not?
police.
Bonjour, everybody. The perpetrator.
Well, it's not so much avoiding the police as more the police is trying to get us off their shit because, you know, we're snooping around. And there's Pudding. I want the scoop! Fuck you!
To all members of the press.
Space Police, press be gone or else we'll blow you the fuck up. Alright, go time! Nice.
Damn. Damn. You're doing good. I am not. This sequence looks really nice graphically, I gotta say.
It ain't half bad.
I guess she's fighting the police because it's part of a conspiracy or something.
No, the police want the press gone.
Ah. A little bit too close to home.
Ah, messed that one up.
Watch it, we're heading into a cloud.
That's right. As long as I don't do it too many times in one particular level, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you hold that one for a while. But now we get to another instrumental phase. This time we meet up with Pine, who I believe is one of the chiefs of police.
Is he part of the conspiracy too?
No. It's just Eastern Venus Space Police.
Okay.
Don't get beat, Ulala.
Alright, thankfully we get some help with this one from our plucky sidekick Noise.
No. It wouldn't be a dance game if it wasn't dance themed, you know?
Alright, drum battle! Let's go. I'm not sure about the Western Space Police, they're not involved.
Yeah. Not important. Not important to the law. You get it? We have a $1 donation. And it says, hello, I'm Entom64 and I like tentacle hentai.
Oh god.
You better not clip that out of context. I know what you guys are like. You can stop with your dots and your ellipses now. I was reading a donation comment. I hope you realise this is your fault, Paul. They don't care. He's mashing to the extreme.
Yeah. I have to kind of focus a little bit, and it's a little bit hard to do that and respond to your bants at the same time. I'm in a position of sheer exposure. Now we're going to space.
Look out. Pine bazookas incoming.
Ready to fire!
Wow.
Also, it just occurred to me that that spaceship just looks like half a tit with a nipple on it.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
What?
Hello,
Oh no! Space Michael's in trouble.
State of emergency here. Space Channel 5 is being attacked by robots. I can't believe it. Everybody back to the head of the office immediately. Immediately.
Yes, that is actually the real voice of Michael Jackson as well.
So the ransom scoop was a trap? Back to the
Wait, really? Sorry, that took me by surprise.
Yep, Michael Jackson is in this game, like the actual Michael Jackson.
Good job. Well,
Wow. Well, I mean, it's not like he's unfamiliar with working with Sega before.
Oh no, not at all. Alright, so now we're going to space proper, and we have to save Space Michael Jackson. Shouldn't be
Okay.
too difficult, hopefully.
Wait, was that the whole of Report 3? That was pretty sure.
Yeah, it's not overly long, although 4 and 5 in particular make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is basically going around that all the other space channels are kind of in deep shit right now, because
I need
this guy here is trying to get all the generators and the antenna in order to broadcast his dance propaganda around the world.
Right. What is dance propaganda, actually?
I suppose is forcing people to dance, but I thought dance control may not make too much sense. But then again, I suppose dance propaganda makes even less sense. But it's okay, I'm playing a video game, I'm allowed to have those flubs from time to time. Alright, let us go rescue Michael Jackson.
Lala, no way. He's coming.
And also our job, because they're kind of trashing our workplace at the moment.
Yeah, I don't care if the world's going to take it over. I just need a working wage at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like, fuck unemployment.
Let's shoot. Left,
Oh, now she has a space helmet. Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, well, don't look for consistency in a Sega title. Hold the phone. The next one's like made by Sega as well, and it's also a rhythm game. Again, we didn't plan this, I swear.
perfect again.
Fuck's sake, Flame. Not only did you cut out the part where I read the donation comment and confirmed I was reading the donation comment, you perfectly clipped me saying it as well.
He is a genius. I mean, he's been clipping these highlights for us for the whole of the fun.
Yeah, he's just great. So what's going on with these obvious humans that you're saving? Because they seem to fly straight up into the jet thrusters of that ship.
Well, I imagine they're fellow employees. They are actually part of the police force, as far as I'm aware. They're also
Okay.
part of this rescue. Alright, we gotta stick the landing now.
Follow the commands and
Folks, the chat's bullying me.
Alright, superhero landing, here it comes.
Yeah.
Sticked it.
Stay tuned.
And there we go. Now we get into the actual rescue portion.
We've reached the inside of the studio. It's just a real disaster.
But yeah, I can't do anything about the chat bullying you, I'm afraid. Too busy saving Michael Jackson.
That is the only time that sentence would ever make sense.
Yep.
for hidden robots.
Roger.
Alright, this one's a bit tricky, so a little bit of serious time will be required.
Okay.
Let's shoot.
Yeah, onward march.
Let's shoot. Left, two, up, two, right, two, two. Left, two, up, two, right, two, two. Right, two, two, up, two, left, two. Right, two, two, up, two, left, two.
That's the way. Go.
Oh, getting a reading on the cheerleaders. 58 meters ahead.
Ooh la la. Save the poor cheerleaders.
Roger. Let's shoot. Left, two. Right, two. Left, two. Left, two. Left, left, hey. Right, left, hey. Left, left, hey. Left, right, hey. Go, go, to the front. Left, two, left, two. Left, two. Hey. Left, left, hey. Left, right, hey. Left, left, hey. Right, left, hey. Hey.
Well, apparently this is in Rhythm Thief.
Right. Hey.
Ah, I did not know that.
There you go.
Hey, we got all the cheerleaders. Nice. Alright, so there is a secret here that I think I know how to get. I'll see if I can demonstrate it.
Direct hit. Straight to my heart.
So yeah, you gotta just press X to the beat. It's
There
a
you
lot
go.
harder than it looks.
When I say.
Woo! That was my Michael impression. In lieu of him actually being here right now.
Fair enough. Well, we get to meet the man himself right now.
Space Michael.
Get out of here, Yulala. This is a trap.
And this is where the Michael Jackson moves come into play.
Emergency activation of security bots.
You've got to save Space Michael.
Alright, so this one's a bit of a memory game.
Up,
It'll gradually get more involved.
up,
Hmm.
two,
Up. Choo. Choo.
up, two, two,
Up. Choo. Choo. Choo.
up, two, two, two,
Up. Choo. 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 Right. Left. Down.
up, two, 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 right, left, down,
Up. Choo. 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 Right. Left. Down. 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 Down.
up, two, 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 right, left, down, 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 down,
Up. Choo. 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 Right. Left. Down. 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 Choo. Choo. Choo.
up, two, 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 right, left, down, 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 two, two, two.
You can probably hear the ee-hees in the background as well.
Hee! Shamon motherfucker.
Right. Two.
Left. Left. Choo.
Left, left. Two.
You think you can beat me?
Don't give up, ooh la la.
Choo, choo,
Two.
Throw a bit of thriller back with her.
down, choo,
Oh yeah.
Down. Two.
choo, choo, choo,
Two. Two. Two.
choo, hey, choo,
Two. Hey. Two.
hey, hey, hey,
Hey. Hey. Hey.
hey, hey, hey,
Hey. Hey. Hey.
up,
Up.
right,
Right.
Is there an Easter egg of Sonic in the game, Bob?
Left.
Not as far as I'm aware.
Hmm.
Down.
But I haven't found it yet if there is one, but I wouldn't be surprised.
down, up, right, left, down, tonight, it's beat it, down,
Up. Up. Right. Left. Down.
Tonight, it's Beat It.
Down.
Ah, cocked that up towards the end. That's what I get for trying to speak about the Sonic secret, or the lack thereof. So, that's kind of like your clue that it is a Jaguar in there. if the initial cutscene wasn't enough.
Successful rescue.
That's what we're looking for, Ulala.
Yes, there are shades of Thriller in this actual song now.
Almost to the corner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
Everyone, follow me. Left, down, up.
Strike a pose. Left, down, up.
But yeah, there were like bits of the song that were just going dun 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 dun.
We've reached the core of the station.
Alright, part 3. And this time we get to finally get our first face-to-face confrontation with Purge.
What?
Unfortunately, they've taken our transmitter.
Yes, let me introduce you to a friend of mine.
The president's trapped inside.
What are you gonna do now? Up, left, down, down, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Up, left, down, shoot, shoot.
Right, up, left, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Right, up, left, shoot, shoot.
Down, left, up, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Down, left, up, shoot, shoot.
Right, down, left, shoot, shoot.
Right, down, left, shoot, shoot.
No, this isn't the final boss. This is just about over the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
Up, down. Shoot, shoot. Hey.
Ulala, behind you again. Watch it.
Right, down, left, shoot.
Right, down, left, shoot.
Right, down, left, shoot.
Right, down, left, shoot.
Up, right, down, left, shoot.
Up, right, down,
Yep, there's a whole lot of Michael here, guys.
down, left, shoot.
Another one.
Yeah, he'll be pretty much sticking around with us for most of the rest of the game.
Nice.
Right, left,
What's your favorite Michael Jackson song, Volk and Chap?
shoot.
For me, I don't know, to be honest. I'll need a minute to think about that one.
No worries.
Alright, so now our controls get reversed, so we have to make sure we don't hit the president.
Okay.
So press the opposite direction of what you hear.
When you hear left, go right.
Playing in reverse. Left, shoot.
Playing in reverse.
Right,
Don't hit the president. Right, shoot.
Don't hit the president.
left,
Left, shoot. Right, shoot.
right, left,
Right, shoot. Left, shoot.
left, right,
Left, shoot. Right, shoot.
right, left,
Right, shoot. Left, shoot. Right, shoot.
Perfecto Mundo.
Nice.
Alright, now Michael Jackson gets a time to shine.
It's gonna sing now. Show him your range.
Tap the under direction key. Now let's shout.
Roger. Let's jam.
Dance. Dance.
Oh, messed that one up.
Ulala, let's go. Let's shout. Dan, Dan, Dan. 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 Dan, Dan. Dan, Dan.
It's kind of cool how the beat builds back up again in this.
Nice dance, Ulala.
Ah, missed the last one.
Aw.
There we go. Got it that time. It's those tricky timings that really throw you off.
Come on.
But here's more.
Do it. Focus everyone's dance groove into the antenna and finish him off.
Roger.
You're a lot tougher than I thought, but
Go for the head. Get him in one shot.
Ready to fire!
There we go. Charge the cannon!
Oh, yeah. I know this is just MJ's thing, but I can't not look at this and not think of JoJo.
How? Like, there's barely any relation apart from, like, the posing, perhaps.
The posing is what JoJo is!
And Fuse, our ship driver, just got knocked the fuck out.
Oh no.
And he's stolen our space broadcasting system.
No way. Everybody, get out of here.
Everyone, get your funk on!
We'll dance our way out of this exploding space station.
That's exactly what we're gonna do, actually.
Oh, son of a bitch.
There's no power. Ulala.
Oh, Alola's stand would be easy. It's groove tonight.
Let's get a charge going. Down, down, down,
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 down, down, up,
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 down, up, down,
down, up, down,
down, up, down.
down, up, down.
That's the idea.
Alright, this part is pretty intense. It is incredibly fast.
That's like you haven't got the weight of the world behind you.
I'm reading a signal for a band of robots ahead.
So where's Michael during all this? He's just powering his own ship.
He helped the others evacuate, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh god, that bit is hard. But it's not over yet.
Shades of Star Fox 64's ending sequence.
Yeah, a little bit. I messed up at the end there, but otherwise that was a very solid report 4.
Mm-hmm.
But Fuse has kind of been left behind in the explosion.
No, I can't hear the game. I have a different soundtrack on.
Yeah, this is one I'd very much encourage going back and listening to if you get the chance. No, not Fuse. I'm sure he's alright.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of people that have survived an exploding space station.
Hey, she didn't destroy the station by dancing. That was the big guy.
There we go. Ah, look at that little number. Very, punk-esque.
I'm not really feeling it.
Like, maybe a twinge of cybergoth, possibly.
Are you just saying words now?
No, that is a
Have no
thing that
meaning.
exists. Cybergoth is a thing that actually exists. That's how you got, like, those weird dancing people to the Thomas the Tank Engine theme, even though it's blatantly not their dancing, what they're dancing to.
The whole galaxy will dance for me.
Alright, so now we got to play Spy, and infiltrate the heart of the enemy. Yeah, Technogoth is a thing. Gotta be very
Good evening,
sneaky.
everybody. We heard it through Pine's broadcast.
And Pudding's here to help us as well, and the dude who was originally doing the reporting in between each chapter.
You thought Infinity War was the biggest crossover, etc.
We see something ahead. What's that?
The reading on
Hey, Rich.
from the president points us in this direction.
Alright, so we even got the police helping us, or at least, West Venus. Alright, so this
Police
one's
will
a bit
never dance for
different.
you.
So, they don't actually give you audio cues for the majority of this. So you gotta pay attention to what's going on the screen.
Ah.
Up, down, up, down. Shoot. Shoot. Left, left, right, right. Shoot. Shoot. Up, down.
This isn't about the show anymore. This isn't about ratings. This is about dancing.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Shoot. Shoot. Up, down, down, up. Shoot. Shoot. Up, down, up, shoot.
Completely perfect.
Right, 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 left, 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 right. Right, right, shoot. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, shoot. Up, right, down, down.
Yeah, you guys realize you can just like point a gun at them now they're locked in this room, right?
Up, right, left, down, up, right, left, down. Down, up, shoot.
Nice! Alright, so this next part is pretty difficult if I recall. This was actually the one where I failed at quite a bit during my practice runs, but let's see if I can actually get it spot on this time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, concentration time for realsies. The realest of reals.
It's robots. Loads and loads and loads of robots.
We're surrounded.
Be careful. Everybody stick together.
Let's shoot. Right, shoot, shoot, shoot. Up, shoot, shoot. Right, shoot, shoot, shoot. Up, shoot, shoot. Left, shoot, shoot, shoot. Down, shoot, shoot. Left, shoot, shoot, shoot. Far, shoot, shoot.
You do fine. Keep trying.
Right, right, up, left, down, shoot. Right, right. Left, far. Left, down, right. Left, left, far, right.
Come on!
It's okay, Volk.
Left, left, far, right.
Ah, couldn't even get that one that time.
This is apparently the hardest act in the game, so don't worry about it.
It really is. Like, the timing on that last shoot is so off. No, it's not game over. We still got 5 tries, so, we'll be okay. But that section is hella rough. It's definitely the hardest section in the game. Probably even harder than the final boss, I would say.
Stay tuned.
So if this isn't recorded, who's pointing the camera?
God. Oh my god, it's raining!
Maybe it's Sonic. That was where he was all along.
Thank you, Sonic, for, you know, causing the rain.
Sonic bless the rains down in England.
If you don't understand, no.
Alright, we got the full band this time.
Not over yet.
Yep, just a battle of the bands, here in the void of white.
Not done with you yet.
Do we have an ETA, Volk?
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Alright, ETA maybe 10... No, probably not 10. More like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Couldn't you buy me just a little more time?
Alright, so now that's the hardest part of the game pretty much over with. This next part isn't too difficult at all. So, Shadow is beginning to become his former self again. But we gotta have one more showdown first.
One's different from the rest of them.
Let's shoot!
Which one of us doesn't belong? Up. Choo, 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 choo.
Which one of them doesn't belong?
Up!
Which one is the real one? Up. Choo, 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 choo.
Which one is the real one?
So the idea is you have to find which one is the real one. And as it progresses, it becomes increasingly harder to spot him.
Ah, I see.
Choo, 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 choo.
So initially you can tell from the color, then you can tell by the sound. But then after that, you literally just have to go off the pose.
Please keep trying.
Choo, 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 choo. Up. 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 Choo, 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 choo.
And there we go. We got our friend back.
Hey,
Ooh la la.
And that is Jaguar, who actually saved Ulala in the past. Although I believe that was in the first game, which I don't have much information on to hand.
Mm-hmm. It just fucking flies away.
Yeah, he is the legendary reporter, apparently. He's the world's ultimate reporter.
Eh.
Purge is using the antennas he stole from each of the space broadcasting stations to complete a fearsome ballistic groove gun. If we don't hurry, the whole Milky Way will be in danger.
The whole Milky Way will succumb to dance unless we stop the machine.
Stay tuned.
That he is pretty much built from all the antenna he stole from the other space channels.
Not bad at all.
Ah, here we go. Keyblade War Hero says Jaguar is who inspired Ulala to become a reporter for Channel 5 to begin with.
Nice.
Alright, here we go. Final mission time.
Oh yeah, because she wore orange originally. I think white was for this game, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was white originally, although I could be wrong. I might be getting my facts mixed up here. It's one or the other.
Take your time, Flame, it's fun.
The Purge TV show!
There we go. He's made his own TV show as well to go with this ultimate weapon. There we go. Purge is apparently ready for business.
Galaxy dances for me. Yes, I'll make
P stands for Purge.
very happy. I amaze myself. Genius Purge.
Yay, everybody cheer. It's about to fuck over the whole Milky Way with the power of dance.
Let's have a look at the first feature.
The first feature is your early retirement.
Hey.
Good evening, everyone. We've just reached Purge's main base. These fans are the people who were kidnapped.
So it's sucking up the dance energy.
Your ass is about to get cancelled, Purge, and no amount of dick wiggling is going to save you.
Oh, I beg to differ, you la. Jesus, you weren't kidding.
Enough energy to force the whole galaxy to dance.
Won't let it happen.
There is just no stopping it now.
Left, two, right, two. This is the end of the line. Left, two, right, two.
No, I won't be stopping.
Right, two, left, two. I'll end this. Right, two, left, two.
The dance energy of the crowd.
Everyone dance with me.
Left, two.
Not gonna happen.
Right, left, two.
Now dance everybody.
Right, two. Left, right, two.
Alright, now for the tiny robots. The jiggling is hypnotic. Ah,
I believe in you, Volk. You can sort of do it.
it could be dicey, but I missed a few beats there. Uh-oh.
An invisible wall.
Of course, the invisible wall strikes a fucking again.
Let's dance. Ooh la la. Chew. Ooh la la. Hey, hey.
Yeah, when's the Special 5 remix of We're All in This Together?
Alright, I'm gonna need some serious concentration here.
Okay, sure we go.
Right, left, left. Chew. Down, down. Left, right. Chew. Hey, up. Up, down. Chew. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. Time for a special guest. President Peace.
No.
Oh, here we go. Now things are really gonna ramp up.
Dimension X.
Dance Dimension X.
Oh, come on.
Alright, this is where I have to really focus.
Okay, I get it, Volk. I'm not talking.
Left, right. Up, left, right. Chew. Up, right, left, chew. Right, up, right, left, chew. Left, right, chew.
Shit.
Down.
Oh no! Well, Lala's been taken down.
Damn you,
Our only hope for the
Perkman.
galaxy. And he's still doing the freaking thrusts. He just can't fucking
yes.
help himself. By the way, we haven't actually gamed over. This is what's meant to happen.
Oh, okay.
And
What?
from beyond, fuse is spurring us on. As well as all our friends that we rescued.
So that was like an impossible thing you can't beat.
No, you can. It will always force you to kind of die at that point, but it is exceedingly difficult. And we gotta clap and spur ourselves on as we dance, literally half dead.
Ooh la la.
Believe in everyone who brought you to this point, Volk.
I'll believe, alright.
Ooh la la.
Come on, you Come on.
Kame no Gokui.
Ballistic groove gun firing in 3, 2, 1.
Not on our watch, bitch! Behold the ooh la la dimension.
God. Wow, she even gets a fucking super form.
Down, up,
Ah, shit, wrong one.
hey, 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 hey. What's happening? This isn't what my prompter says. Up, right, right, left, left, up, right, two, up, left, two, down, two, up, two.
Oh no! I got the stank arm! And the president finally comes in to help. You go, president!
That will be enough.
This is a really cool little section though to end off with.
Sing together. You join in too.
Come on, everybody, let's go. Sing with us. Sing with us. Sing with us. All at once. Sing with us. Heart to
It is basically Ultra Instinct, let's be honest.
And now it blends into gameplay and cutscene.
Ooh.
Now get going.
He's about to take his shit and run, but we ain't having it.
Power of the 86,429 fans into one funkified force.
Roger! Purge! Enough of your trash TV.
Strength without love won't change anything.
I'm gonna heal that sick mind of yours. You're the one who isn't happy. Let's shoot.
Dance yourself to hell, see if I can.
Go back to the dance dimension, fucko! Look at that rating, though. 187%. The universe spawned like another microverse where everyone is tuning in.
Plan to dance the galaxy mad has come to an end. Now, happy days are indeed here again.
There's Michael Jackson dancing in the background.
Ho!
Space Channel 5.
We're all Space Channel 5 now.
Truly, we are Space Channel 5 Part 2.
Oh, hell yeah. And now it is a carnival. Everyone's here, including the bosses.
And we have a $25 donation from Retro Rick of Super Fan Cop. Congrats, lads, for raising so much and playing so many great games to watch. So here is $25 dues. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that actually went by really damn well. Obviously, Stage 5 is going to be Stage 5, but everything else went pretty much perfectly. Like, I may have only missed, like, once or twice on average for each stage. And now we get the president to sing us the credits theme.
Oh.
There is actually a thing you have to do towards the end as well. The score thing doesn't actually come until right at the end, and they tell you to put a thing in right near the end, because they're trolls like that. This is a really damn groovy credits theme, though.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo Smile is a hell of a name, I will agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually.
So there we go, that was Space Channel 5. What did you make of that then, Tom, from what you were able to witness for yourself?
Suitably Sega wacky, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is one of those games that's just the right amount of wacky that's not... Well, it is kind of out there, but it's never really in a bad way. It's always in a really endearing way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so far out there you can actually believe that Michael Jackson would exist in this universe.
Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he just went back to the Space Channel 5 universe.
Quite possibly. He's there.
That's not stupid.
He's there delivering the news all across the galaxy. Yeah, it's nice and short as well, although a lot of Dreamcast games seem to be on the shorter side, with some obvious RPG exceptions barring. A lot of these games you could probably complete in a few hours, and it's kind of nice, because I feel like when things went to CD, they kind of deliberately tried to like add length to the game just to fit as much as possible onto the disc when you didn't really need it. And so a lot of like iconic Dreamcast games seem to have that right idea of keeping the length somewhat snappy. But this is a game that I would have liked to have more of. Like maybe a part 3 or something, because it's a really damn fun game. It's not overly difficult, but there is some challenge in there. It's like easy to learn, difficult to master. Alright, I get the feeling the extra thing we have to put in is coming up shortly.
Okay.
Like maybe another minute or two tops. I wonder if all the robots going down the screen is like an actual representation of how many of these things we've actually destroyed over the course of the game. It wouldn't surprise me, because Stage 4 and 5 in particular had shit tons at the end of it. Yes, Wavemaster were also responsible for the music in Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh, nice.
Space Soprano, Tamami Shirahashi, or Shiraishi. It was certainly an experience, and probably a good way for me to close off, because I do like my rhythm games, so I don't get to play them too often, and Space Channel 5 is a deceptively simple one that I can show off. As well as being one of the icons of Sega, obviously. Like, albeit a later one. Apparently they may have also done the music for Sonic CD. That's in reference to Wavemaster.
That makes sense.
Yeah, not sure which OST just yet, but they did do something CD related. Whether it's the Japanese one or the Western one, I don't know. Alright, it's coming up now. Better get ready. We'll know it's coming up as soon as Purge appears at the end of this conga line.
Oh, can't you just stay dead?
No, he was as much as part of the show as anyone else. He has to have his curtain call as well.
Yeah, shit part.
It's like at the end of the pantomime when the villain comes along, kinda.
I can't believe you're all right.
That was really close. After I went down, things started falling all around me, and there was screaming all around. I didn't think I could make it.
Fuse with the little chime in at the end there. Yeah, hopefully you guys had fun watching that. There wasn't much in terms of commentary we could do, because obviously this is a game that you need to focus a little bit on and actually hear the audio cues for, but it gives you a good idea of sort of like what the game is about and all like the soundtrack and what have you, so hopefully it was an enjoyable watch for you guys.
Well, it was fun to sit through for me, so...
Age Tech, I'm pretty sure they published Armored Core.
Yeah, that name does sound familiar.
Alright, here we go. Let's give it a second. Yeah, I'm not sure why they put that there, but it's there, I suppose. And that gets you, like, the last 1%. I believe you can get 200%, but you have to be pretty much spot on everything. So it's a little difficult to do. So just to quickly show off as well, there is actually a hard mode after you complete the story mode.
Oh, Lord.
And it doesn't really change all that much. It changes some of the timings and some of the commands. But apart from that, if you want a slightly harder version of the game, then completing the game once will allow you to have access to the second world.
Huh.
So if you feel like having a bit more with a little bit of added challenge, you can do. Although I wouldn't expect much different, but it's kind of cool if you felt like you didn't get enough. So there we go. That was Space Channel 5 Part 2. Coming up next, what do we have, Tom?
We have Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure with myself and Flaming Claw.
Excellent, and then we'll have Sonic World immediately after that with Samurai Snake. So, that is me done for the SEGAthon. I'm going to take a well-deserved reprieve, and
yes, you are, mate.
Maybe watch the last few runs if I get the chance as well, but I'm going to get some dinner first, I think. So,
yes.
I want to thank you all for donating as much as you have, for watching all of the runs I've featured in so far, and for sticking around as long as you have. It's been an absolute pleasure to do the SEGAthon. It is something I've wanted to do for at least a couple of years now, and to finally see it here and happening, it means a hell of a lot to me. So really, thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you for all the work you did helping to bring this to fruition, but also keeping it stable as well. I don't think people realise how much work Volt puts into these things behind the scenes, and it goes without saying, it wouldn't be possible without him, as well as Flame and everyone else in the group. But yes, that's it for Space Shuttle 5 Part 2, guys. Give us a minute and we shall start setting up for Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure.
Farewell, guys.